Welcome, everybody. It's your girl Delores and the good brother J News. Welcome to Workhorse Wrestling Network, Seeing Stars, where we talk about indie pro wrestling here. J News, you got anything to tell the good people?
Good people, good people, good people. What do I have to say? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today is a day where your good brother Jay News is going to give you a lot of information. So please stay tuned, be aware, and yeah, we should be able to get through all of this in one shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you heard, the vocal stylings of J News will be on very much this today for the previews and the reviews of these shows because it has to do with a lot of New Japan, Pro Wrestling Noah, Stardom, all these wonderful things. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the review. So,
And
ladies and gentlemen, the vocal stylist of J News for the G1.
yeah, G1 Climax 34 currently going on. New Japan Pro Wrestling, folks. Just to give you the rundown yet again, on A block, we have Tetsuya Naito, Shota Umino, Shingo Takagi, Sanada, Great O-Khan, Zack Sabre Jr., Gabe Kidd, Evil, Jake Lee, and Callum Newman. Representing the B block, we have Hiroki Goto, El Phantasmo, Yoda Tsuji, Yuya Uemura. We'll give you an update on him in a minute. Jeff Cobb, Hanare, David Finley, Ren Narita, Konosuke Takeshita, and Bolton Oleg. Run it back, 6th of August. Los Cinco Banabas de Japón. Bushi Yoda Tsuji defeated Katsuya Murashima and Shomokato. Konosuke Takeshita and United Empire members Francesco Akira, Hanare, and Jeff Cobb defeated Girls of Destiny, El Phantasmo Jado, Oleg Bolton, and Toriano. House of Torture, Ren Narita and Yoshinobu Kanemaru defeated just 5 guys, Takumi Shinobu and Yuya Uemura. Hiroki Goto and Tomoaki Hanma defeated Bullet Club War Dog members David Finley and Gato. Block A action. The Great O-Khan defeated Callum Newman in quite the bout. Great O-Khan there, 6 points. Callum Newman 4 on his loss. Jake Lee defeated Gabe Kidd in a match that ended in a double countout. Folks, in a countout. Jake Lee defeated Gabe Kidd. Actually, Jake Lee's best match of the tournament so far. Shouts to Jake Lee. Shouts to Gabe Kidd, who is the perennial MVP of New Japan Pro Wrestling, going back a couple of months. Zack Sabre Jr. Defeated Evil, who was flanked by Dick Togo. Tetsuya Naito defeated Shota Umino in a match that did not go the way we all thought it could have gone. And then in his match of the tournament, Sanada defeated Shingo Takagi, one of the better matches of the tournament there, Sanada's best match, and that was that. 8-7. United Empire's Callum Newman, Great O-Khan defeated just 5 guys, Sanada and Takumi Shinobu. Bullet Club War Dogs, Gabe Kidd and Jake Lee defeated Shota Umino and Tomoaki Hanma. Shingo Takagi and Tetsuya Naito defeated House of Torture's Dick Togo and Evil. We then have Block B action. Jeff Cobb defeated Oleg Bolton. Konosuke Takeshita defeated El Phantasmo, flanked by Jado, which right now folks are talking about being the match of the tournament. That be Takeshita versus El Phantasmo. Then we had Yoda Tsuji defeat Hanare. Ren Narita defeated Yuya Uemura in Ren Narita's best match of the tournament so far. Hiroki Goto defeated the IWGP Global Champion David Finley, who was flanked by Gato. We then go on to August 8th. Oleg Bolton and Toriano defeated Katsura Murashima and Shomokato. Hanare and Konosuke Takeshita defeated House of Torture members Ren Narita and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Hiroki Goto and Tomoaki Hanma defeated Girls of Destiny, El Phantasmo, and Jado. United Empire's Francesco Akira and Jeff Cobb defeated Bullet Club War Dogs, David Finley, and Gato. Los Cinco Banabas de Japón, Bushi and Yoda Tsuji defeated just 5 guys, Takumi Shinobu and Yuya Uemura. And then we go on to A block action. Tetsuya Naito defeated Callum Newman in a very short match. My opinion is that this match should have gone longer. This is Callum Newman's second match versus Tetsuya Naito within the last recent couple of months. I felt like it should have gone longer than the 8. I think it was 8 minutes that it went. But Naito got the win there. The Great O-Khan defeated Sonata. Jake Lee defeated Shota Umino. Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Gabe Kidd in what is another standout match of the tournament. It was definitely the match of the night. And then Shingo Takagi did the Lord's work in defeating Evil to get his 8 points in Block A. Now we're going to a match that went down yesterday on August 10th. United Empire's Callum Newman, Francisco Akira, and the Great Okan defeated Bebop tag team of Hiroshi Tanahashi and Toru Yano along with Katsuya Murashima. Bullet Club War Dogs gave Kid Gato and Jake Lee defeated Los Angeles Namas Hapon, Bushi, Shingo Takagi, and Tetsuya Naito. Shota Umino and Tomoaki Hama defeated House of Torture's Dick Togo and Evil. We then have Block B action. Oleg Boltin defeated Konosuke Takeshita in another banger for Takeshita. Takeshita, the MVP of the tournament so far. Oleg Boltin pulled out his best match there. Ren Narita defeated Hanare in a match which I thought kind of dragged. El Phantasmo went one-on-one against Hiroki Goto in a match that had a lot of emotion in it. Be it that Hiroki Goto was the emotional favorite going into this match. Hiroki Goto's kids had appeared in the previous Block B show. El Phantasmo pulling out the win here. David Finlay defeated Jeff Cobb in what seemed to be a pretty even match, but David Finlay had the, if I'm not mistaken, he ended up cheating to win, so that's what that was. And then the main event of yesterday's show was Yuri Uemura versus Yota Tsuji. Now, Yuri Uemura won this match. They rushed to the finish. Yuri Uemura seemed to have injured his right arm or his right elbow after he missed a high-fly flow, floor splash, basically. After that, Yuri Uemura's right arm came up limp. It was pretty much dead. He couldn't move it. He couldn't do much with it. But they ran to the finish, and they ended up having Uemura win the match. As of this morning, New Japan Pro Wrestling and Yuri Uemura himself have put out a press release basically saying that Yuri Uemura has officially withdrawn from the G1 Climax tournament due to that injury to his right arm. Be it that Uemura has withdrawn, he is out of the tournament, and Oleg Boltin, who's already been mathematically eliminated, has also seen his way out. So everybody else is still, I would say, the folks who have the 8 and 10 points. So we have, I'll go with Block B because that's where I was. So we have Goto with 8 points. We have Yota Tsuji with 8 points. Jeff Cobb has 10. David Finlay has 10. And Narita has 10. And Konosuke Takeshita has 10. So out of those three, I believe David Finlay is in front of Narita because he owns the tiebreaker. David Finlay, that is. So there's that of it. And Konosuke Takeshita can still come up in this as long as he gets a win in his next match and Hiroki Goto loses his next match and if Narita loses his next match. So we'll see how that goes down. And then on the A block side, we have Tetsuya Naito with 10 points. We have Zack Sabre Jr. leading the pack with 12 points. Evil also has 10 points. Jake Lee has 8 points. Great Okan, Sanada, Shingo Takagi all with 8 points. And mathematically eliminated already are Callum Newman. There's still a possibility of Shota Umino and Gabe Kidd to do some damage here before they see their way out of the tournament. So we'll see what happens there on the New Japan side. Now we're talking about the N1 Victory Tournament that's going on over at Pro Wrestling Noah. Block B action, we had Alpha Wolf defeating El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. He gets 2 points. Dragon Bane, an insane man, defeated Atsushi Kotoge. That was back on August 4th. Titus Alexander defeated Tavion Heights of NXT. Josh Briggs of NXT defeated Ryohei Oiwa. And then we have Hajime Ohara, Junta Miyawaki, Kai Fujimura, Shuhei Taniguchi defeated Aita, Naomichi Marufuji, Ninja Mac, and Takashi Sugiura. We then have Block B matches. And we had Ulka Sasaki defeating Yoshiki Inamura by referee stoppage. Masaki Tamiya defeated Jack Morris. We had another tag match here with the juniors. Amakusa, Hayata, and Tadasuke, along with Yohei, defeated Stinger, Daga, and Yoshinari Ogawa, Super Crazy, and Yu Owada. N1 Victory Block B action. We had Keno defeating Manabu Soya, the new and improved Manabu Soya, and Luis Monte defeating Kaito Kiyomiya. Luis Monte, look out for him, folks. Look out for him. On August 9th, we had the one and only, the representative from the U.S., Ninja Mac, defeating Alejandro and Junta Miyawaki. NXT's Josh Briggs got his second win, defeating Atsushi Kotoge. Yoshiki Inamura defeated Alpha Wolf. Luis Monte defeated Masaki Tamiya. Amakusa, Iyasa, Hayata, Shuji Kondo defeated Daga, Kai Fujimura, Super Crazy, and Yu Owada. Along with Block B, Eli Hode Dr. Wagner Jr. defeated Uluka Sasaki, Jack Morris defeated Dragon Bane, Keno defeated Titus Alexander, and Kaito Kiyomiya and Ryohei Oiwa went to a time limit draw. This seems to have been the match of the tournament so far. Everybody was talking about it on the internets. Go back and watch it if you get a chance. And one victory, Block A match. We had Masaki Tamiya defeating Atsuji Katoje by forfeit. Junta Miyawaki and Shuhei Taniguchi defeated Kai Fujimura and Kazuyuki Fujita. We then had Block B action. Tavion Heights getting his first win, defeating Alpha Wolf. Seems like Tavion Heights is getting a lot of love from the Japanese crowd. The clip of Tavion Heights, which was basically him hitting like a floating belly-to-belly suplex, was going around all over the internet. Seems like Tavion Heights is impressing in Japan. Manabu Soya defeated Titus Alexander in a hard-hitting bout. So that went down on the 10th as well. We had Dragon Bane versus defeating Luis Monte. Dragon Bane hit a moonsault off of the entrance way in one of the exit ways at Korakuen Hall. That was dangerous, and Dragon Bane fell all the way down to the steps. So that was that. To mention that. N1 victory, bleed block match. We had Keno defeating Oka Sasaki. Then we had the junior tag match. It was Amakusa, Hayata, Yohei defeating Iyata, Ninja Mac, and Shuji Kondo. We then had Jack Morris finally handing Josh Briggs his first loss. And then Yoshiki Inamura defeating El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. Summer Gold Shine, MariGold Pro Wrestling. We had Rhea Seto defeating Nao Ishikawa. Myla Grace and Zeta Steel defeated Komomo Minami and Misa Matsui. MariGold Twin Star Title Tournament semifinal match. We had Mei Sakurai and Mirai defeating Chiaki and Nagisa Nozaki. MariGold Twin Star Title Tournament semifinal match. We had Miku Aono and Natsumi Shaozuki defeating Chika Goto and Koki Amare. Bozilla defeated Nene Takahashi. Julia and Sari defeated Kizuna Tanaka and Victoria Yuzuki. MariGold Twin Star Tournament title final match for the vacant title. We had Mai Sakurai and Mirai defeating Maiku Aono and Natsumi Shozuki. Title change there. We then on the third have Misa Matsui defeating Komomo Minami and Natsumi Shozuki. Myla Grace defeated Zeta Steel. Dreamstar Grand Prix qualifying match. Chika Goto defeated Nao Ishikawa. Koki Amare and Rhea Seto defeated Kazuni Tanaka and Miku Aono. Julia, Mei Sakurai, and Mirai defeated Bozilla, Chiaki, and Nagisa Nozaki. On the fourth, we had Kazuna Tanaka defeating Komomo Minami. 2-on-1 handicap match. The Big Bo, Bozilla defeating Myla Grace and Rhea Seto. Chiaki and Nagisa Nozaki defeated Nao Ishikawa and Natsumi Shozuki. Mei Sakurai and Mirai defeated Miku Aono and Misa Matsui. Julia and Nene Takahashi defeated Chika Goto and Koki Amare. Now we go on. Stardom 5-Star Grand Prix 2024. Yesterday, August 10th, pre-show 6-person tag match. We had Stars, Koguma, Momo Kogo, and Saya Lita defeating God's Eye, Haina, and Lady C, and Rianne. We had Azusa Inaba and Hate, Natsuka Tora, Rina, and Thekla defeating Cosmic Angels, Aya Sakura, Sayaka Kurora, and Yuna Mizumori, along with Waka Tsukiyama. We had Block A match for the 5-Star Grand Prix. AEW's own Anna Jay getting the upset victory over Sayori Anu. That was definitely a surprise. We then had a Block C match, which had Konami defeating Ruaka. We had Mayu Amasaki defeating Xena. Rana Yagami defeated Saki Kashima. Hanan versus Zuzu Suzuki ended in a double countout. They each got a point apiece for the Block B portion of the show. We then have Block C match. Hazuki defeating Manami. May Sarah defeated Tomo in a time limit draw. with 1 point apiece with Tomoka Inaba. Sayuri defeated Starlight Kid. Azumi defeated Momo Watanabe. Saya Kamatani defeated Risa Sarah. Maika, new look Maika, defeated Natsupoi. And Maya Iwatani defeated Tam Nakano in their Block D match. So today, August 11th, we had the pre-show tag team match. We had God's Eye, Haina, and Lady C defeated Rian and Waka Tsukiyama. Block C match, we had Maika defeating Yuna Mizumori. Hazuki defeated Ruaka. Manami defeated Konami. Hate tag team Natsuko, Tora and Rina defeated Cosmic Angels, Natsupoi, and Tam Nakano. Tomoka Inaba defeated Momo Watanabe. Azumi and Mei Sarah went to a time limit draw. And then the ace of Stardom, Mayu Iwatani, defeated Saya Lita. GC.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have GCW on the 4th. If you don't remember, we record during the times they come on Sunday. So we are about to go over GCW's Can I Trust You? I want to know, can I trust you, ladies and gentlemen? We started off with Marcus Mathers and trying to see, his name is getting covered. Defeated CPF, that's Danny Black and Joe Lando. Griffin McCoy defeated Tony Deppen. Fuego del Sol and Sam Stackhouse, ladies and gentlemen, it's little and big together. Defeated the Rich and the Powerful of Charles Mason and Richard Holiday with Pero. Los Desperados, Ares, Gringo Loco, and Jack Cartwell defeated Main Ariel Sachs. That's Ariel Van Gogh, Jay Lyon, and Joel Max. That's a J word. Maximo. See, I didn't want to say that, but I was like, I don't know. With Skill the Great and Spot Monkey in the corner. We had a death match where one Carl Manders defeated Matt Tremont. For the GCW World Title match, we had Blake Christian versus Masha Slamovich. Listen, Masha is out here killing it. And I think you all should go back and watch that match. Even though I was sad that he won. Makes me sad. For the GCW Extreme Title match, Maki Ito, yes, my girl, defeated Allie Katch, which I'm sad. We had for the tag team hardcore match, Janellis, Joy Janela and Megan Bain defeated Broski Jimmy and Mance Warner. Listen, them two tagged together. I need to see more of that. The Legion of Rot, Frightmare, and Hollow Wicked defeated Los Macizos, Syncope, and Mira Extremo. And then we had Mike Bailey and Raj Desi go to no contest due to interference. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of these matches lately have been going to no contest. I need a winner, okay? Give me a winner or don't do the match at all. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get back to the vocal stylings of the good brother J News because we are now going into previews and we're going to start off with G1 action.
All right, G1 action talking about the 12th, which is Monday. We have tag action. Konosuke Takeshi along with the United Empire, Francisco Kira Hanare, and Jeff Cobb versus Sato Sochi members Brenda Rita Show, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and Yujiro Takahashi. We then have Hiroki Goto and Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Los Cinco Banderas de Japón, Bushi, and Yota Tsuji. We then have Guerrillas of Destiny, El Phantasmo, and Jado versus Bullet Club War Dogs, David Finlay and Gato. We then have Block A action. We have Gabe Kidd versus Cal Newman. We then have Zack Sabre Jr. versus Sonata. Shingo Takagi versus Jake Lee. Evil versus Shota Umino. Tetsuya Naito versus Great Khan. And then we go on to the 14th. We have Block B action. Hiroki Goto versus Hanare. El Phantasmo versus David Finlay. Konosuke Takeshita versus Brenda Rita. Jeff Cobb versus Yota Tsuji.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the dates of the 15th, the 17th, and the 18th have not had any matches listed. I don't think so far, unless they updated their website from this morning. But so we're going to move on to the next show, which is N1 Victory from Pro Wrestling Noah.
That's right. On the 11th, we have Block B Alpha Wolf versus Uko Sasaki. Masa Kitamiya versus Dragon Bane. Junta Miyawaki, Naomichi Marufuji, Takashi Sugiura versus Kai Fujimura, Shuhei Taniguchi, and Shuji Ishikawa. Block B match, Manu Usoya versus Tavion Heights. Luis Mante versus Ryohei Oiwa. Then we have Hayata Tadasuke and Yohei versus Stinger, Daga, and Yoshinari Ogawa, along with Yu Owada. We then have Block B, Yoshiki Inamura versus Titus Alexander. Block A, Atsuji Kotoge versus Kaito Kiyomiya.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going into the next show.
We have on the 17th of August, live from Mexico City, it is AAA's TripleMania 32. Going down, we have Copa Bardal, Cibernetico match. Don't have any opponents there yet. Probably Cibernetico is involved in that. AAA Reina de Reinas title match. We have Flamer con la Señora Dalis, who's currently the champion. She'll be going up against Fabi Apache with Sexy Star. AAA World Cruiserweight title three-way match, which is going to include the champion Commander versus Laredo Kid and Matt Riddle. AAA World Tag Team title three-way match, La Leyenda Negro Casas and Psycho Clown, the champions, versus Dr. Wagner Jr., Galeno del Mal, versus Raj Desi, a.k.a. Jinder Mahal, Don't Hinder the Gender, and Satnam Singh with Jeff Jarrett. Casket match, con el Vampiro Canadiense, and a opponent to be named. AAA Mega title match, the champion Nick Nemeth will go one-on-one versus Alberto El Patron. Then we have Domo de la Muerte match, El Cibernético versus Psicosis versus Dark Cuervo versus Dark Oz versus Murder Clown versus Abismo Negro Jr. versus Dave the Clown versus Panic Clown versus El Fiscal. Jesus.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, J News, for saving me. But now we're on to FSW versus Hog, which is House of Glory. Takes place on the 17th too, so I got a lot of watching to do. We have the FSW's women's title match, Maserati versus Diamond Virago. The main event, which is Jay Lyons and Midas Black versus the Unguided, which is Damian Drake and Matt Vandergriff. Amazing Red, I know this is going to be a good match, versus Chris Bay. And for the FSW heavyweight title and the Hog heavyweight title, we have Mike Santana of Hog defending his championship against Danny Limelight, who is the champion of FSW. Okay, ladies and gentlemen? Now, we're going to go on to my favorite, GCW. They will be spending some days over in Japan. And so we're going to start off the day on 8/12 with the show DDT versus GCW.
Live from Korakuen Hall.
Yes, we don't have anything listed at this point, but can't wait for it. Mm-hmm. Then the next day we have The Sky is the Limit from GCW. These are J News' times now.
Kikutaro versus Danhausen. We have Mayu Yamashita, my queen, versus Broski Jimmy. Joey Janela versus Marcus Mathers. Alex Zane, Zusos and Gringo Loco versus Masha Slavovich and Arena Yamashita. Asia Kong, Mao, Masahi Takeda versus Thrusty, Ali Catch, Dark Sheik, and Effie. The Great Sasuke, the legend, versus Maki Ito. That's going to be a banger. GCW World Title match, Mance Warner, the champion versus the what? Hold on, Dolores. Get on the microphone here for a minute.
Okay, Matt Warner is the champion, but you remember Blake Christian was the champion before he went for I think it was the G1 in New Japan.
You
He
mean
was over there for some
the best of Super Juniors? Yeah.
Best Super Juniors, yes. And he had to forfeit his title. He is doing a CM Punk, and
okay.
No, I have my title, and I am still the
Gotcha.
champ.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. All right, so
Yes,
GCW World
then,
Title match. It's Matt Warner versus the one called Menders. Yeah, all right, that makes sense. And then GCW, You Only Die Once on the 14th. We have Joey Janela versus Danhausen versus Effie versus Broski Jimmy versus Andreza Giant Panda. Oh man, it's gonna be a burner. We have Ali Catch and Dark Sheik versus Kaya Turabami and Shoko Nakajima. Gringo Loco versus Zusos, Alex Zane. GCW title match, Masha Slamovich, the champion, versus Marcus Mathers. We then had GCW's ultraviolet title match. It would be Rina Yamashita, the champion, versus the one called Manders. GCW World title match is going to be Matt Warner, the champion, versus Maki Ito, the cutest of them all.
Yes. That's my twin flame. Ladies and gentlemen, I got back to where I can speak. GCW no signal in the hills for. Listen, I can't hear you. What do you say? There's no signal in the hills. Again, I just want to know, this is the fourth time you done been out there. Ain't been no signal. You might want to stop going out there. We have, and it takes place on the 17th too. So I'm a busy girl on the 17th. Rich Swann versus Sydney Akeem again, as we say here, as I say here. Smoking that Reggie on when it comes to Sydney Akeem. Megan Bain versus Blake Christian. Broski Jimmy and Mance Warner versus Maki Death Kill, Maki Ito and Nick Gage. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end. Oh, we out of our perspective corners. Let's get back in there. First of all, let me get my camera back on. I don't know what's going on with that. I just disappeared when it came to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna step back out of the box because it's my time to talk about my spotlight.
There it is.
Of the week. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I picked my spotlight because A, we've never done it, and B, because he beat evil. He did the Lord's work, and he is the top of the leaderboard. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Zack Sabre Jr. He is a very technical wrestler. I enjoy every time watching him fold folks up into a pretzel. If I could do it in my real life, I would. Okay? Just start folding people up. Just folding them up. But not only is he a technical wrestler, he talks trash like no other. And can't lie, he's a good looking man. You know what I'm saying? Also, can we change that belt? That rolling tray is not cute. Okay. So, but other than that, this is my spotlight of the week. It is Zack Sabre Jr. Drink it in, man. Drink it in. So let me go back in my corner and let me get J News out because J News is about to school you all.
I mean, I'm not going to school anybody about anything, but as per the usual, the good people here at Workhorse Wrestling Network let me and allow me to plug my shit. Thank you, Dolores. John L., your friendly neighborhood moviegoer. John L. being me. The J in J News stands for John L. That is my first name, folks. I am your friendly neighborhood moviegoer because I go to the movies on a weekly basis, and I love the theater experience. As a matter of fact, I did a written review for last week's movie that I watched. I'll let you know as to what it is right now so you guys can check me on the letterbox. My last movie review that came up was for a animated Chinese film that I watched last Monday at the Alamo Draft House called Art College 1994. I was intrigued by the concept of the movie itself when I watched the trailer. But by the time I watched the movie, I was a little bit, I was left a little bit disillusioned and disenchanted with it. Not that it was a bad movie, but it was very dry humor. If I'm 40 years old, so I'm dating myself a bit, but to give you like a short synopsis of it, it reminded me of that animated MTV series from back in the 90s called Daria. If you like that sort of dry, monotone comedy, this is what this animated movie reminded me a lot of, and that dry uh, humor, monotone humor, wit didn't fit with me back then, and it doesn't fit with me now. So that, along with the fact that a lot of the subject matter that was touched upon in the movie itself, being that it involved and it involved and it surrounded college kids in their 20s, the subject matter itself and the deep philosophical thought that these 20 somethings who were in just an art college were dealing with, talking about, and involving themselves with was a bit heady. So not that I didn't understand it, I understood it, I got it, but that particular kind of sensibility is for a very niche audience. So I understood the artistic value behind the movie, but overall, I don't necessarily think that the is watchable for the masses. At the end of the day, it's a very niche movie for a very niche market of people. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for everybody to watch. But if you're into what people call high cinema and things of that nature, no matter what type of medium it is, be it live action or animation, this one is animation. I thought the animation and the sound design of this particular movie was fantastic. It's just more or less the writing and some of the voice acting and the monotone, dry wit and humor of it that just didn't do it for me. And yet again, like I said, the headiness of it all, a lot of it goes over a lot of people's heads. Just the subject matter that the characters in the movie themselves touch upon, it just wasn't. It's not for everybody. So I understood what they were trying to go for, but yet again, me understanding and me being aware of how mass society functions. Like I said, this is more for a very niche part of the population than it is for the macro of the population. So that's my take of it. If I'm going with my regular grade scale, this movie was mid. On my letterbox review, I gave it 3 stars because of everything that I mentioned. So if you want to check out my written review and my full feelings on it, go search for me in the members tab on letterbox.com. John LYFNMG, as Delores always posts up to plug me. So check me out there. Check me out on the Twitter as well, as I interact with people about movies, trailers, obviously professional wrestling, as we do here. Usually just more or less just Japanese stuff. I'm getting myself a lot into Stardom as of late. You guys know me for my knowledge and my fandom of New Japan. That'll never stop at the end of the day. And I'm starting to latch on a lot more to Noah and MariGold as well, and some DDT. So we're gonna keep this on going. Thank you for the Workhorse Wrestling Network for even letting me speak into existence a small verbal review for the movie that I mentioned, that being Art College 1994, which was a Chinese animated film that I watched at the Alamo Draft House. Next up, I got another animated film that I'm watching tomorrow. I'll write another review about that and get on the YouTube finally and start doing these movie reviews on camera. So that is my plan for tomorrow. So if you want to check me out on the channel, on the YouTube, same thing, John LYFNMG. So check me out there. Delores does tag me on some stuff on her channel as well. So if you've seen Dolores's work on her channel, you know where you can reach me at as well there. So thank you to the phenomenal Delores for allowing me to speak my piece and do my thing on here. And until next time, folks, keep supporting. Appreciate y'all. And as the bottom part of the ticker says, if you don't check out J News, you have to go out like the trash. These are Dolores' words, not mine.
Yes, I stand on that. If you don't support my boy J News, you have to go out like the trash. Now, either I'm gonna have to take you out, or somebody's gonna have to take you out. You gonna have to go out to that garbage bin for down here in my area in Georgia on Wednesday. I'm gonna set you on the side of the curb. Okay. Let
Yeah.
somebody now if somebody want to pick this trash up, aka Tony Khan, that's on him. Okay. But okay.
Oh
But
man.
ladies and gentlemen, yes, go check out J News. We should be right. I'm not gonna put a date on it. Winding down Seeing Stars because the channel is expanding, and me and J News are expanding. We're finding our wings and we're flying. Now, would that mean we'll never be on Workhouse Wrestling Network? No, but we OGs over here, okay? So we'll be here, not every week, but we'll be here.
Yeah.
I'll probably because I watch weird movies. Drop by J News. He'll definitely drop by my house. We'll drop by here. Like when you move out of your parents' house and you just come by to visit every once in a while.
Right on.
You
Right
gotta,
on.
they worked hard. They worked hard to get you to the age where you can move out and they walk around butt naked in the house. Okay,
Right.
so why should we disturb them in that? Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta do some house cleaning. From my understanding, in September, I don't forgot the date because I'm just that dingbatted. They will be having another retro watch along. We have two already with Sammy and ALW. The next one will be with the whole gang, where they go back and watch old matches or pick a person to review their matches. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's a watch along, there's a Workhorse Wrestling Network, and you can catch it on the tab on the YouTube. We'll talk about that in a minute. But make sure you click the WWN watch along on YouTube and you can listen. You don't have to always look. You can listen to us as we watch along to various matches. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our social media. We everywhere, okay? Uh, I also want to make sure to let you all know, ladies and gentlemen, Facebook is not allowing us to stream to them. Boo. Nor our Twitter because you have to be verified now to live stream to Twitter. Boo. But we still drop shorts on TikTok, Instagram, Discord, Thread, Twitch, and we're still active on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our where you can find the cookout. This is the cookout. But you won't see it on those social medias. You will see this icon on the social media for the cookout. So that was our original ones. Just like I mentioned the other day, ladies and gentlemen, we change our image up every so often, like a season. You get a new set of episodes, and guess what? You get a new graphic. Okay. So we're Amazon Music, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio. Google Podcasts is shut down, and I have to make sure that the other places are still available. And I do still need to upload 2-3 months worth of it. But as soon as I get it in, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna come out here and we're gonna have a party. Okay, because that means I've been working hard. Ladies and gentlemen, you are here with us at 10 a.m. in the morning. Good morning, Eastern Standard Time. If I think it's 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, extra good morning to you all because you are faithful to get up at 7 a.m. For me and J News to talk about all things in indie wrestling. And so make sure you're here every morning at 10 a.m. to see me and J News talk about all things pro wrestling from GCW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, OVW, Noah, Stardom, MariGold, you name it, we got it for you, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time is the cookout where they talk hot topics and play fire games here on Workhorse Wrestling Network. That's where you normally see the gang get together. Normally is Anika, CM, shout out to CM and Baby CM. and ALW and Sammy get together and have a good time. And sometimes we even have guests. You know, if you want to go back on the playlist, you can catch J News on the Cookout. Ladies and gentlemen, Friday night fights with Sammy and Anika. They normally do a watch along to SmackDown and Rampage. And sometimes if we have a pay-per-view like a TNA pay-per-view or something, they will watch along with that too. Ladies and gentlemen, Saturday morning at 10 a.m. I've been telling y'all the wrong time. I just realized this because I had to do the winner circle the Saturday that just passed. It's 10 a.m. Okay, not 11. I had to get up early. I was like, oh, I'm just up early. They're like, nope, you got to be on camera. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the winner circle is. That's where they cover Raw, NXT, and Dynamite with Anika, Sammy, and ALW. That's not it. Ladies and gentlemen, on Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's Enter the Square Circle with ALW and Sammy battling up to see who will be the Enter the Square Circle champion. Also, ladies and gentlemen, don't you forget, if you don't want to go out like the trash, to go over to Janelle. Yes, I said it again, ladies and gentlemen. Another week, another perfect score. Yes. Janelle YFNMG, ladies and gentlemen, on all social media. He's just your friendly neighborhood goer. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, you see this? Let me lean. This is the horse right here, ladies and gentlemen. And it takes you all things Workhouse Wrestling Network, from the social medias to all the things you need to know. It's right here. Also, we got a Discord, you know, because some things is too hot topic for Workhouse Wrestling Network. So we take it over there. And sometimes I even drop, which I have to start back doing, is the quizzes that we do, the predictions. So we gotta get back on there. We might do a prediction, me and J News, for the last of this round because I'm hoping my boy ZSJ wins. Shooting, I've spotlighted him for a reason.
I think a lot of us have had that hope. I've seen a lot of the.
If you don't want him to leave, you better let him win.
Right. I think a lot of the UK New Japan faithful have been talking about him bringing it home. So there's quite there's quite the conglomeration across the wrestling world that wants Zack Sabre Jr. to win the G1 Climax 34 this year. So we'll see how that pans out in the next couple of days.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's getting hot in here. So please keep all your clothes on. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to cut off the lights. It's time to get in the dark. And it's time to say goodbye to all you lovely friends. And until then, peace.